Good morning, students. Today I will continue the rest portion of the democracy. The point is representative democracy. Previous class I have completed the meaning of the democracy and also the few features of the democracy. So now representative democracy. India follows the system of representative democracy. This means that people elect their representatives to run the government for them. A representative democracy works in a particular way. People form political parties according to their views and objectives. These parties choose their candidates during the campaign before an election. The candidates announce the programs and policies that their party will undertake if voted to power. This is known as the party manifesto. So in representative democracy we know that our country is a democratic country. So in our country people elect their candidate to run the government, and for these purposes the people form political parties, and these parties choose their candidates. So before election these candidates announces different types of programs and policies. So these programs and policies called the party manifesto. People who do not wish to join any political party contest elections as independent candidates. The role of political parties is very important in a democratic system. The members of political parties keep the people informed about important issues by holding public meetings. Thus, the political parties help people to know what they should expect and in turn shape public opinion. So in people who do not wish to join any party, those who are not interested to join in any party, so this is known as the independent candidate. And in democratic country we have seen that the political party plays an important role, because the members of the political parties informed about important issues by holding meetings, public meetings, in such a way they want to know, they should expect in turn shape public opinion. So elections is very important point. Every 5 years elections are held in our country for both the central and state legislature. We know that to elect the candidate, election is compulsory. So every 5 years election held in both central and legislature. They are held even earlier. If the government falls, the parties put up candidates according to their ability, commitment to the party and dedication to serve the people. The parties put up candidates according to their ability and the commitment to the party and this dedication to serve the people. Right to vote, we have universal adult franchises in our country. This gives everyone who is 18 years and above the right to vote. As responsible citizens, we should all exercise this right carefully. So right to vote, giving vote is main right in democratic countries. So this is known as universal adult franchises. So this right has given to 18 years old or above the people can give the can cast their vote, and known as the responsible citizens. Unfortunately, many people do not cast their votes. Some are too lazy, others are indifferent and feel that their vote will not make any difference. Sometimes we have seen that the many people do not cast their vote, and many people feels that their vote will not make any differences. So this is very unfortunate in our country. Sometimes people do not know enough about the candidates and cannot decide who will be the right choice. Sometimes it is seen that few people think that they do not know about the candidates and cannot decide who will be the right person or wrong person. So it is very unfortunate that people are not aware that exercising their franchise is one of their prime duties as citizens. So it is said that it is very unfortunate that people do not know they have the important duties to give to cast their vote. If they do not involve themselves in the electoral process, unsuitable people are likely to get elected. So if the people do not participate, so then we cannot elect the proper candidate. So the voter also has the problem of having to choose between a large number of candidates. The voter also has the problem Voters means that those who are giving vote. So the voters also has the problem of having to choose between large number of candidates. This is the time that a citizen's sense of commitment to the country's welfare acquires great importance. It is very voters' duty to find out all about each candidate's records of achievement in public life, personal honesty and sense of service. The voters should also be well informed about the programs and objectives of various parties. Each vote is precious and should be cast carefully. So, the duty of the voter is to find out the programs and objectives, and also the records of different public life. So, this is the very important. Each voter is precious and should be cast carefully. Sometimes candidates mislead voters by using unfair methods to further their own interests. What is this? Sometimes candidates mislead voters. Candidates mislead voters by using unfair methods to further their own interest. They appeal to caste, religious or regional loyalties instead of projecting the real issues facing the country. Voters also get influenced and give these facts only important, but this is not democratic representation and harms the country by dividing the people. This is very very important point of this paragraph. As candidates mislead voters. Sometimes the candidates mislead voters means that they used unfair method. They appeal to caste vote, religious basis or religion loyalties instead of projecting the real issues. What are the problem? What are the situation in our country? They mislead our voters. So they do not cast their vote in proper way. In such a situation, voters also get influenced to give these facts only importance, but this is not democratic representation and harms the country by dividing the people. Other methods are also used to influence voters. There are another methods, another process they used to influence the voters. In what way? For instance, they are offered convenience to be taken to the polling booths. They are even given food or money. The use of such methods is unfair and against the law. Voters have to be politically aware and should not be influenced by this offer. Sometimes we have seen that the voters are influenced. In what way? The candidates, they offered, the party offered sometimes the money and food. In such a way they influenced. So every voter should have to be aware and should not be influenced by these activities. Political parties also resort to dishonest means to make candidates switch from one party to another after the election. It is the duty of every successful candidate to work for the welfare of the people of the constituency from where she has been elected. The candidate who defects shows that he is not sincere and is only working for his own interest and not of that of the public. Defections lower the moral standard of our political life. For this reason, a law was passed by our parliament in 1985 banning defections. As citizens of democratic country, it is our duty to guard and uphold the system of representative democracy. We must ensure that our elected representatives are honest, sincere and dedicated people who do not get influenced by narrow consideration of caste, religion or religion. We should also take a keen interest in the political life of our country and educate ourselves and others about its functioning. So, as a citizen of a democratic country, the our duty is to guard and uphold the system of representative democracy. It is our main duty, and we must ensure that our elected representatives are honest, dedicated, do not get any influenced by narrow consideration. So this is the way we should also take a keen interest in the political life of our country. So today up to this, next day I will continue the portion formation of the government. Thank you.